Welcome students in our next lecture in life processes in living organism part 2. In previous lecture we had discussed about the first thing, that is asexual reproduction in case of unicellular organisms. In that we had already discussed about multiple fission as well as binary fission, and along with that we have also discussed about the budding process in yeast cells. Now we will discuss about the next point, that is asexual reproduction in case of multicellular organisms. With respect to this, we will cover these 5 points, in that the fragmentation, regeneration, budding, vegetative propagation and spore formation. These are the 5 ways by which the multicellular organism they will undergo the asexual reproduction. So one by one we will discuss about each and every aspect of these 5 points. So in asexual reproduction in multicellular organism, the first type is fragmentation. So as you will observe in this figure, the example is given is a Spirogyra. In Spirogyra, as a large filament that is fragmented or broken down into 2 or more than 2 pieces. In this type of reproduction, the body of parent organism breaks up into many fragments, and each fragment starts to live as an independent new organism. Now, the condition which is necessary for fragmentation is that the organism it is supported by a plenty of water and nutrients. Okay, so once they consume a lot of nutrients, which we call as a favorable conditions. So in favorable conditions, as we had seen in this figure, that the large filament which is developed in favorable condition, that will be break down into 2 or more than 2 parts, or we can say plenty of fragments. And when these plenty of fragments are separated from the parent one, they are called as a, or the process is called as a fragmentation process. Now one more example is given, that is a cycon. Okay, the filaments which grow up very fast and break up into many small fragments in case of cycon also. So this is called as a fragmentation process. Now next process which we call as a regeneration. As the name itself indicates, there are the regenerative cells and they are regenerating the part of the body of the organism. Here we will observe the planaria, which is an example of the regeneration, or you can say the another example which we called as a wall lizard. In case of wall lizard, the tail part of wall lizard it will breaks in some conditions and discard some part of its tail in emergency. You can say in emergency condition, the part of the tail that will be discarded in wall lizard. Discarded part is regenerated after a period. So what we will observe? Some part of the tail of wall lizard that will be discarded, and after some days that discarded part is regenerated. Actually this is called as a limited regeneration. But in case of planaria, as we will see in the figure, that under certain situation an animal planaria breaks up its body into 2 parts, and thereafter each part regenerated the remaining part of the body, and thus 2 new planaria are regenerated. Here you observe that this is the planarial body, and when it is divided into 2 or more than 2, here it is divided into 2 parts, and from each part of the body of planaria, the rest of the body part is regenerated. So this is called as a regeneration process. And example, that is planaria, and the familiar example, that is a wall lizard. The next type of asexual reproduction, that is called as a budding. We had already discussed this part in asexual reproduction of unicellular organism. The process is similar, that is formation of a bulge or bud on the surface of, or we can say on the body surface. In case of Hydra, under favorable conditions at specific part of its body, an outgrowth is formed by repeated division of regenerative cells of the body wall. And this outgrowth is called as a bud. Means by repeated division of regenerative cells, that is outgrowth or bulge is formed on the surface of the body, which we called as a bud. Now this bud grows up progressively and finally forms a small hydra. One thing you should keep in your mind that the dermal layer and digestive cavity of the budding hydra are in continuity with those of the parent hydra. You just observe in the figure here that the outer surface or dermal layer, they have the one and the same dermal layer, outer surface of parent as well as this parent as well as the new forming hydra, that is one and the same. And one more thing is common, and that is the digestive cavity. The parent hydra supplies nutrition to the budding hydra, and budding hydra separates from the parent hydra and starts to lead an independent life. Once there is a complete growth of this newly formed hydra, it will detach, it will form a notch-like structure here, and slowly it will detaches from the body of the parental hydra, and it will start to live as an independent hydra. Now, the next process, which we called as vegetative propagation. In vegetative propagation, with the help of vegetative part, it will form a new organism or the new part of that particular species. Reproduction in plants with the help of vegetative parts like root, stem, leaf and bud is called as vegetative reproduction. Now, what are the vegetative parts? We had already discussed this part, that the vegetative parts like root, stem, leaf and bud. Actually, in our day-to-day practice, when we cultivate the plants like rose or some flowering plants, we are using the stem, or in some cases we are using the root also. Okay, so vegetative propagation in potatoes is performed with the help of eyes present on the tuber, where in bryophyllum it is performed with the help of buds present on leaf margin. In case of plants like sugarcane and grasses, the vegetative propagation occurs with the help of buds present on nodes. Actually, this part we will observe when we cultivate the sugarcane in the farms, or you can just observe when we will cultivate the potatoes, the eyes on the nodes or eyes on the tubers, we will observe. In Marathi it is called as a dola. Plants like carrot and radish perform the vegetative propagation. So carrot and radish. Okay, so all these are the examples. So what you can say, with the help of vegetative parts, these plants, they will reproduce themselves under the asexual reproduction. Now the last portion in this asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms, that is a spore formation. Okay, so take a piece of wet bread or bhakri and keep it in humid place. The fungus will grow on it within 2 to 3 days. Actually, we will observe such a type of conditions. Observe the fungus under compound microscope and draw its diagram. And what we will observe, see, this is a bhakri, and or we can say it is a wet bhakri and placed in a humid place, and after 2 to 3 days it will form the fungus. And when we observe such fungus under the compound microscope, we will observe such a type of figure, or you can say such a type of organism we will observe under the compound microscope. it has a spores, then sporangium, hyphae, actually hyphae, that is a pseudopart, or you can say the hyphae, that is a basal part, and rhizoids, these are the root-like structure. Okay, so fungi like mucor have filamentous body, they have sporangia. Once the spores are formed, the sporangia burst and spores are released. Spores germinate in moist and warm place and new fungal colonies is formed. In previous exams, the question was asked on this part, that is on the spore formation, how colonies are formed, then regarding the figure of this spore formation. Okay, so this is very important part with respect to your examination. So in this way, we had discussed all the 5 parts in asexual reproduction in case of multicellular organisms. So one by one you can just repeat it. The first part, that is a fragmentation. In that examples, they are nothing but the Spirogyra and the sponges, where the fragmentation of the parental organism into 2 or more than 2 parts, or you can say the fragments. In regeneration, because of the regenerative cells present in the body, the discarded part of the body of the organism that will develop the rest of the body part, it is called as a regeneration. Example is planaria and wall lizard. Then budding, it is a bulge on the body surface and that will converted into the new organism. Example is hydra. Fourth one, that is a vegetative propagation with the help of regenerative or vegetative cells. It will regenerate the plant or the organism. Examples, that is a carrot, radish, and then sugar cane. Okay, so these are the examples. And the vegetative part which we have to keep in your mind, that is a root, stem, leaves. Okay, so this is very important. And last one, that is a spore formation. Okay, so spore formation, as I had told you, this is very important part with respect to your examination. With respect to your examination, you should keep it in your mind. So in this way, we had just finished the asexual reproduction in case of multicellular organisms.